Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still with you on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And for more on the Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati's participation in the 20th round of the Bled Strategic Forum in Slovenia, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir, and thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for your time. Mr. Ambassador, let me start by asking you about the Foreign Minister's participation in the 20th round of the Bled Strategic Forum in Slovenia on Tuesday, and we also saw in a discussion under the title Reviving Leadership and Pluralism at a time of conflict fragmentation, the Foreign Minister said that there is a need to reform the Security Council as well as global bodies to revitalize multilateralism. How do you see this statement by the Foreign Minister?
It is a chain of efforts. We are trying to make our life much better because we are complaining that the international justice is in trouble. Whenever we go to the United Nations General Assembly,
yes,
we got always support of 154 countries, but this has no implementation effect. Then we have to go to the Security Council. 14 member states out of 15 voted to stop the war, except the United States, and of course it is a veto. Then the 14 votes do not count. This is a trouble in our international system. That's why Badr Abdelati is telling us that we have to change this. And since decades I am following this, that we are trying to change this. But in order to change this system of vetoing, you have the 5 countries who are permanent members. They will not allow you to change it.
Yes.
This needs a lot of effort, and it's a big headache to the whole world.
Indeed. Mr. Ambassador, now the Foreign Minister said that the global public opinion no longer believes or follows many international bodies, which is extremely dangerous. How do you see this, sir?
Yes, because we are in trouble. Whenever you look around you, there are problems. Internationally, we have this problem of the United Nations. The big power, the biggest country in the world, is threatening the whole world trade, yes, by imposing panels on their very important partners. They are facing Europe, which is the main partner of the United States. They are facing China, which is the largest partner to the American trade. What policy is this? And we have the Ukrainian war, where Russia on one side and the whole NATO countries are against Russia. Then in our area, nothing is okay. Look around you. Syria is occupied by 5 foreign armies.
Yes.
Libya is divided between East and West. Sudan is not in good health at all, and it's divided. They separate themselves from Egypt. Now they separate themselves from each other, North Sudan and South Sudan. Each one of them is threatened by another division. The army of Sudan, which is always a symbol of unity, it is divided among their soldiers. Look to Yemen. Yemen is a member of the Arab League and a member of the treaty to defend the Arab world. Yemen became a threat to our security by threatening the navigation in the Red Sea and Suez Canal. Somalia is not better, and so on. So, except Egypt and Saudi Arabia and some Gulf countries, plus Morocco or Algeria, no country in the Arab world is in good health.
Indeed, Mr. Ambassador. Also,
yeah.
Yes, Badr Abdelati also warned against what he called double standards by the West. He said, for example, in Ukraine, the West talks about occupation, whilst for Gaza and the Middle East, the global powers just shamefully watch and accept the events. How do you see his strong message in this regard?
This is our biggest headache in our foreign policy. But for Egypt, Palestine is not just brother country or a neighbor country. No, it is in the deep heart of our national security.
Yes.
Since 7,000 years before Christ, when our army went to Laziqiyah in Syria to stop the access to attack it, since Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi, he stopped what they call the Crusaders, the attack of
Yes.
Richard of Britain against Palestine, and he stopped it. And our generation, we have seen the planting of this Israel in our area to cut the relation between the Arabs in the Mashriq and the Arab in the Maghrib. And Israel always is a threat to us, and it's a way to exhaust our ability to live and to make development. This is the world we are living there. Except when President Sadat succeeded to convince United States Carter and Israel, when Rabin and Shimon Peres, they were reasonable people, that they can win through peace much more than they can win through occupation and war. Now we are looking around us, and this is not exactly the situation.
Indeed.
They are attacking our brothers in Palestine, and this is not a war. This is a killing process. Continuously, every day, they are killing children, not soldiers, children and women and old people who are not fighting at all. How can you accept this? And the International Court of Justice gave a camel, and they accused the Prime Minister of Israel, and they asked to jail him. So the Prime Minister of Israel cannot leave his country to any other country, and now he is preparing for a visit to Argentina, and many people are asking to Argentina to capture him and to jail him.
Mm-hmm.
Even in his own country, the Court of Justice of Israel itself is asking his neck. He made crimes against the honor of his position.
Yes.
How can you deal with a man like that?
Right, I'm going to have to leave it at that. I've run out of time. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you very much, sir, for your time and your insight, and for joining us on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And still, we move to more news. Egypt has reiterated its call for urgent global action to end the famine in Gaza, demanding the immediate entry of humanitarian aid to the starving Palestinians in the Strip. We have more details in this report. Egypt has reiterated its call